As I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the robe and crown? Good Lord, show me the way.
Alexa, stop. Major Temple. I was getting in touch with Major Temple again today. Best boss I've ever had. Told you I was in the desert with him. Told you. Before I was ever in the desert with him. Before I ever worked for him. Met him before a road march the one day. Right there at dawn. He looked at my boots and he said, "Why are your boots shined?" He was a very serious man. He was into what he was doing. He understood how things are supposed to work, and he wasn't on a wrong path in any way. And I said, "Well, sir, they're gonna get dirty anyway." And he said, "Well, your asshole is gonna get dirty again anyway, but you still wash it, don't you?" I said, "Well, sir," I said, "my boots don't make my feet itch." And that's how we met. He didn't laugh. But that day that I talked about him on that other video, I couldn't put my jump boots on for that video because they were still dirty. And I still had to polish them to respect the man. But today comes and, well, they're still dirty. But I had to put them on. I think there's something like, 13 nails and 82 stitches or something. I haven't had time to polish my boots because I thought I had plenty of time. I'm a deadline kind of guy. And today I find out what the deadline is. I went looking for them. Major Temple, who became Major General Temple, in charge of the Army Corps of Engineers. I thought he'd gone to Lieutenant General. I swear when I got back in touch with him in about 2007 or 8, that he was a Lieutenant General working in the Pentagon. He was working in the Pentagon though. And we talked. And had a couple emails back and forth. I found him, you know. And when I started speaking Chinese, pinyin, writing in that, in the letters, our communication quit. Probably wise. You don't want somebody writing Chinese to you when you're working in the Pentagon. The thing is, today, this is a eulogy. I found out he died November 1st of 2020. It was time for me to make contact again. And he's gone. I'm generally a little bit late when it comes to making contact again. But it happened. And the thing is, I have this for me, is that I did make contact. 2007 from 1991. That's only 16 years. Kept contact. And he died from like 13 years of cancer. 2020 to 2007. Maybe that's why he quit talking to me. Right at the time I spoke to him, according to the timeline, it seems he found out he had the cancer. And there's the thing too. He was a very physically fit person. Good at PT, didn't drop out of runs. There was no reason to. He was in good shape. Plenty of guys there that are calling themselves paratroopers that are, you know, in charge of things that can't make the run. They pretend to stay back to yell at the people that fall out. He could run, he could march. And he had a life philosophy. He didn't just look at the ideas of people that have come before us. He looked at how they applied. He looked at the people as we were driving by them in the desert, the dead people, and he said, those poor people, he felt their humanity. He told me what the root of all evil is as far as crimes. He said it's thievery. He's the one that taught me. I was still 20. We were in Saudi, deployed, waiting to move into Iraq. He said the darkest crime is thievery, because you take something like murder, you've taken someone's life against their will. You take something like rape, you've taken their stability, their peace away from them at will. You take their goods, you take their property against their will. He said it's thievery. The thief is the worst criminal because it's right there at the base of it all. And I said, yeah. He talked about life. And I find out he died on November 1st. You know, there are a few people that walk the planet like that, believing the things they believe and sharing what they know. And Major Temple, Merdith Wyndham Bolling, Temple, I salute you. Thank you for your service.